I'm going to call this one Habits. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Larry Bennett, Deep East Texas, coming to you live. It's 12 o'clock on a Friday. Anyway, it's about as live as we get around here. All right, habits. Earlier, I was watching two of my podcasters that are just fantastic, and they've been doing this for quite a while, and both of them really good folks, or I believe they are, and I do, sincerely. And one's Rob the Maritimer, and the other is Kevin Colby. And as I said, both have thousands of subscribers and views and been doing this for many years and are both successful on YouTube. And I was listening, and so I'm getting a late start for me because I always, do the early bird thing. And but I thought, well, and they both referred back to just do it. And I thought, well, I wasn't even, I wanted to do something else first, but I thought, well, maybe later on today I'll make one. And then, I did a couple of little things. I fed the kitty, put out some food for the puppy, and then it hit. You know what? Let's do this. It's my dad used to have this one little job that he gave me, and he wanted it done. Now it had to be done on Saturday mornings, but it was a ritual that, and he gave me a couple of reasons why. One is I'd make $1 for doing it, and that was a good one. That was a good incentive. And the other was, he said, it's a good habit. And he said, mowing the grass, cleaning this garage, and you taking care of my car, cleaning it up, keeping it clean. Those are your habits to get into, because you're going to be doing them. And and I am so thankful for that. He put me on a good track to listen to what's going on inside my mind and forming good habits. And so here I am today because this is a good habit to get into. Both today, Rob and Kevin were speaking to the viewers out there that are reluctant to start on the YouTube journey. And they're letting them know it is a journey. And don't quit. And don't just, that they even went back and referred, they had charts to where they showed how many times they dropped out for a while, stopped for a while, but they never, ever stopped for good. It was different things came up. They were frustrated. They were discouraged with their early results, but they kept going. And now they're both super successful with their YouTube channels. And really two wonderful men if you just listen to them. Rob, he lives in Nova Scotia, Canada, and Kevin, I know he said, but he's here in the States, and but both really nice gentlemen, and I think you'd get and they teach also on their, you can, and they don't charge. I'm sure they have a subscription, or maybe they don't. I don't know. I've never paid anything. I just watch their videos, and they'll give you inside how they start and the cameras they use, their equipment and whatnot. Anyway, if somebody's thinking about doing this, don't get discouraged, and just keep trying. I mean, and it's a good habit. So anyway, enough of that. Well, why I started late today is I slept late. I don't know. Evidently, the non-sleep caught up, and I've spoken of that before. I sleep in what I call blocks. I want to say it's due to the shift work that I was in for over 40 years, but I don't sleep normal. When I get sleepy, I go to sleep, and when I'm not sleepy, I don't sleep, and I drink coffee, and I drink Diet Cokes, and I watch YouTube or whatever, or I feed the kitty and the puppy, and I've got 1,000 projects going all the time. I'm looking at my security camera right now, and I can look out there. My God, okay, there's a tractor that needs something done to it. There's a car that I'm taking in on the 17th. There's the Lariat that I just had the brakes done on. And also on the SSR, I'm going to have the brakes clean. And then there's one screen here I ought to turn it around and show it to you. I've got a 81 GMC, and I'm going to go, I think I'm going to restore it to, I bought it brand new from Fred Dittman in Highlands off the showroom floor. In fact, they had to move the glass to get it out of there. I don't know how they did that. But anyway, 1981 GMC. And then I'm looking at I've got a cover over my trike, and it needs I ought to just show y'all. Hell, y'all probably think I make this crap up, but anyway, I'll give you a quick. Now there's my security camera. Now I can move that around to different screens in different places, but those are the items that I was explaining to you. But I was talking about projects, buddy. I got projects out the gazoo. But you know what hit me? I could go do 1,000 different things. But I thought, you know what? This right here is a good habit to get into, doing at least one video a day. If possible, there will be days where I've got to meet the daughter, or I've got an appointment to keep with someone for some hopefully blessed. Kristen, I thought of you just then when I said blessed. Anyway, blessed reason. But if I have to meet people, I might not be able to make a video on that day. But anyway, I'm doing this because I want to form good habits. And really, it's just a matter of getting started and doing the doggone thing. And I think YouTube is a super way to let yourself free. Open the prison door. Open the prison door and get out. You know, it's like I heard this. They said it was like a joke or a story, but what it was, this guy, he was jailed for so many years and whatnot, but and the whole time the cell door was unlocked, and all he had to do was open the doggone door up and free himself and walk out. Well, here's what I'm saying about these videos and YouTube. Folks, just get started. There's nothing wrong with not being perfect at whatever the craft is that you're doing. I mean, when I've shared with people, I welded. I've done so many things, and you're not going to start out making a perfect bead. And there's so much to learn and do. But just get started, and it'll all work out. And one day, it'll get to where you're so comfortable with it, and you'll do like a guy I know real well. that says, why am I doing this? Because it's a good habit to get into. And so I thank y'all for sticking around, and I hope you come back and visit again. And I love all of you, and I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And always remember, if we ain't having fun, it's our own damn fault. Larry Bennett over and out, Deep East Texas, saying so long.